the only kind of problem that we had to deal with on a daily basis, we'd be in good standing. But we all know that problems come in all different shapes and all different sizes. But what if I told you that problems are not really problems? Well, some of you would probably go, oh, come on, Rosa Maria. A problem is a problem. It needs a solution. But what if I tell you that maybe we need to look at that problem differently? Not look at it as though it's going to consume us, but instead take the opportunity to realize that we can do God's will. I know. It's not easy. I mean, when a problem arises, we want to fix it. We want a solution right now. And while we all share the same belief, knowing that Jesus Christ is who we look up to whenever there's anything happening in our life, we don't always share in the same faith in doing so. Consider this man. He was originally called Saul. God changed his name to Paul. He was born a Jew. He became a Pharisee. He was also a Roman citizen, which he had the right as he inherited this from his father. In Acts 9, it tells us Saul is still breathing out murderous threats against the Lord's disciples. Saul's persecution represented a direct attack on Christ. But as he's on his way to Damascus, God talks to him. He falls, he listens, and as he gets up afterwards, he has no sight. He's blind. Run, Saul, run! Nobody would give it a second thought. He wasn't a believer. Furthermore, he despised those that believed. But he didn't run. Instead, he allowed his men to take him to Damascus, where he meets a man named Aeneas, who tells him that the Lord has spoken to him and that he's to place his hands on him so that he can bring back his sight and fill him with the Holy Spirit. As we further read in Acts, Saul encounters all kinds of problems. People want to harm him. They even want to kill him. He even finds himself in prison once or twice. Wouldn't you say he's got some major problems happening here? Why didn't Saul run? Why? I think I would have. Well, the only answer that can be given for why Saul did not run, but rather embraced all the things that were happening to him, all the problems that he was encountering. And I'm not even sure whether he even thought of them as problems, but I would. Was that he understood that he belonged to God. He understood that his purpose in life was to do God's will. We too have been chosen by God. We too have been given a path, a journey where there's obstacles littered on the floor, on the path. So, we too can remember that we need to be like Saul. God gave us Saul to remind us that even with the problems that we encounter, Don't run from them. Don't hide. Don't ignore them. As hard as it is, embrace them like Saul did. Because you know, we know that we belong to God. And then just like Saul, we too, our purpose also is to do God's will.